We're going to practice a visual thinking strategy to help us figure out what's going on in this image. What we're practicing is a visual thinking strategy. What do you think that is? So Margot?
Maybe you're using strategies to figure out the picture.
Okay, there we go. We're pretty much on track there. We're using a strategy to figure out the picture. So we're going to practice a visual thinking strategy to help us understand what is going on in this artwork. For this practice, I would like you to look silently at the image for a few seconds and try to notice everything you can. There should be no talking at all. After we've looked long enough, I will ask you to raise your hand to respond to my questions, and please wait to be called on. There's no wrong answers to what's going on. So listen to what other people say, because they might have noticed something that you didn't. They might have a different opinion than you. It's okay to disagree with what somebody else has said, but just be polite when you do so. Okay? What is happening here? What is going on in this image? What is going on in this image? So first of all, what makes you say that this is a mom? What do you see that makes you say it might be a campfire area? What do you see that makes you think it's of Indian tribes? What more can we find? What more can we find? What more can we find?
So we can actually look into the artwork and understand what the artist was trying to make you understand when he drew the artwork.
What is going on in this image? Drew.
I think that is a poor family, and maybe that little girl wanted a guitar maybe, and then her dad came home and she came out to greet him, and then he gave her a guitar, and then they both got to play a little.
I think that this sort of is like a family, and the man holding the guitar above his head is the dad, like Drew said. But I feel like he's teaching his daughter like guitar lessons.
I'm thinking that this family is very into music, and they're in a poor place in Africa.
So when you say, well, I think this is happening, what's the next thing I usually ask you for?
Like, why do you think this? What makes you think? I didn't say why, because it kind of has like those circles and layers. I can't just say mom looks like a shell.
Okay, so you're supposed to get some evidence.
Yeah.
So I think that the lady in the red dress, I think that she's the grandmother, because she has the gray streaks in her hair.
I disagree with Carrington because usually a crocodile or an alligator would be humongous.
Okay.
And I think it's a thread on his arm.
Okay. Austin, what do you see that makes you say this is some kind of thread or cloth?
Usually at the very end, the rest is like dangly.
And then what's the last one?
What more can you find?
Yeah, why do I ask you that question?
So other people have a chance to share and express what they are thinking.
One of the things that I noticed right away when we did the example with you as students in your classroom was that my mind was drawn into the topic more significantly than if you were just presenting information to me. Any school setting where we can increase the students' level of engagement with their own thinking. We're creating a real life experience for them because that's what we want them to be when they grow up. We want our students to create experiences, the ability to look at details and think about why those details are there and what that could mean was the part of the VTS experience that really hit home for me.
Using this strategy within the classroom is allowing students the opportunity to stop, think, reflect, and more importantly, learn how to interact with others and respond to their thoughts and their opinions and build upon an original idea. Maybe their thought or their idea originally may not be exactly what other people are seeing, And that's okay, but they also might be able to see that somebody else has even a better idea and they want to build off of that idea.
Do you feel like you've ever looked at a picture in this way?
No.
Do you feel like you have an understanding about what's happening here?
Yes.
What do you think was very helpful?
We made connections to our real life into that picture.
Good. So we know things personally that help us connect to what we see in here. Sophie, what else helped us do this?
Like looking at it, but like not just like quickly looking at it.
What else?
Discussing like kind of what Marga said. Like one person says this, oh, I have an idea off of that, and then oh, I have an idea. That's
So it was all of our different kind of experiences and all of our different. Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. That's visual thinking strategies, and I hope we can do that more.